I think a lot of it's just being aware that you're doing it. You know, like my nephew, he's like, oh, I found this on Instagram. I saw that. And I'm like, no, you need to save those. And then you need to go to practice and you need to hit 20 reps of everything. And anything that you're like, I can never use that, delete it. Anything that you like, because if all you're going to do is tag me or share an Instagram video of a wrestling technique, which I want you to do, but I don't want you just to collect them. And I don't just want you to like them and say, oh, that's really cool. I want you to say, that's really cool. Hey, Nick, check this out. Now, talking to myself, is that something that I could use given the way, you know, my body type, my style of wrestling? Do I ever end up in that position or do I avoid that? Oh yeah, I definitely can. Okay, I'm going to drill this tomorrow. Maybe I can, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to just hit 20 reps and see how it feels. So once you're aware that you're just like scrolling through stuff, I think that's important. Now you said it's Hicks Law, Hicks. Oh, wow. Okay, because I've been wondering, I was just talking about that today with my son-in-law and my son about people getting overwhelmed and shutting down by too many camp options and stuff. It's like business-related stuff. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, so I definitely think that, and you said that the problem is when you do scroll, there's a lot of other good stuff. Well, guess what? The master guy, the jiu-jitsu guy who owns 10 gyms, and he has a black belt and has been doing this for 30 years, that other good stuff, I'm sure he's going to show it too, right? It's like he probably already has, you missed it. So don't think you're missing out, because everything comes down to the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your success comes from 20% of what you do. And we like to say 95-5 rule, really, in wrestling anyway. And then you can kind of get deeper where, you know, hey, we need to learn 10% of the technique. That 5, let's add the next layer of 5. And I'm a systematic guy, so that's the way my brain works. But yeah, don't think you're missing out, because the top guy, the few of the top guys or gals, they're going to be showing the same stuff. Because why? Baseball is baseball. Jiu-jitsu is jiu-jitsu. You know, wrestling's wrestling. So I tell people all the time on the phone, your 6-year-old, his baseball practice looks the same as the St. Louis Cardinals baseball practice. Baseball is a cool sport, but it's not very technically diverse. This is how you catch a grounder. This is how you catch a pop fly. This is how you hold the bat and swing it. This is how you steal bases. I mean, literally, 6-year-olds who can't even make a peanut butter and jelly without mom's help, they're doing the same practice that a guy that makes $30 million a year does. Well, you don't have that in jiu-jitsu or wrestling or gymnastics. There are certain sports that are so technically diverse and demanding. So that's the reason we like to teach things in levels. You know, gymnastics does, and jiu-jitsu it does too, I assume. But talking to a bunch of you guys, it's kind of an unorganized mess. It's not as organized as we think. But at least there's some kind of at least they're trying to. You know, so I think that's kind of important too, is to say, what level am I at? Is this stuff that I'm studying hurtful? Do I need this yet? Did I master the top 5% of the wrestling techniques and positions or jiu-jitsu techniques and positions first? Or have I mastered the mandatory 5% of the skills required to be an elite level gymnast or platform diver or Olympic diver? I mean, there's certain sports like that, right? So that's my thoughts on that topic.